Okay, okay. See here, the some basic operation concepts are here. Okay, how the our instruction going to be executed. First, okay, program to be executed where it is stored. Usually, the programs are written where in the memory. Those programs are fetched. Actually, the programs to be executed, those to be stored where in the memory. That program one by one instruction will be fetched. One by one instruction will be fetched from the memory to the processor. Memory to the processor. First, okay, some steps for the executions are there. So a few steps are there. Usually, any instruction which will be going to be executed, that will pass three steps. One is for the fetch, decode, execute. Fetch, decode, execute. These steps are many. But the thing is here, some steps for the intermediate steps are there. They are also there. Between the three steps, we have the intermediate steps also there. Steps for the instruction execution. What are the some steps are there? First, I have to fetch the instruction from the memory. I have to fetch the instruction from the memory through what the instruction register. Instruction register. The instruction which will be going to be executed, that will store where in the instruction register. Instruction register. Okay. The first step is to fetch the instruction from the instruction register from the instruction register. Next step, what are the getting the instruction? Okay, after getting the instruction from the memory to the instruction register, which is the public control unit, that will be stored in the instruction register. That will be decoded. Decoded is nothing but the mnemonic codes. It will convert the whatever the instructions are there, those to be converted to mnemonic codes. Not the what exactly the you are C programming Java programs will be writing over there, but exactly the here the some mnemonic codes will be generating. Okay, those mnemonic codes. Okay, after we accessing the instruction, that will be decoding, or even the I to access the what the from the first register, first data. And also second, I access the second register throughout the operand throughout the second register. It means if some operation requires to be performed and the result is stored back to where in the destination register. Okay, let me explain one more time. Let us take the one example here. First example, add instruction is there through the location A with the R-RAM. Through what the location R-RAM. Here the add is for the opcode. Add is for the opcode. Opcode is nothing but the operational code. Operational code. And this is what the location is the source. Location is the source. Exactly where is my data is there. Okay. And also after the perform the operation between these two operands, the result is stored back to the destination. This instruction is divided into three parts. One is called the opcode. Add is nothing but the opcode here. Add, subtract, whatever the instruction names. Okay. Operation that is called the opcode is nothing but the operational code. Next is what the here the next is our source location. Another one is the destination register. Destination. Okay. For in this example, add is the opcode operational code. It will perform what the addition operation. Location is the memory location where the exactly the data my data is stored. Okay. Exactly where my data is stored. For example, this is what the memory. Okay. This is what the memory. In this memory, particular memory, the location A, in this particular address, some data will be stored. 50H, whatever the 50H or 23H, whatever the things are. Okay, this is stored where in the particular memory location, which is having only the address of that memory location, not the data here. This is the register which will hold the what the value data here. Whatever the data you need to perform the operation. But in this location address, this is the location address which will hold only what the address of that particular memory location. Which in that particular memory location we have the data. This data has to be fetched where in the source location. And also one more register is there. R0 is the general purpose register which holds directly the data. Okay, for example, this is the location A, and the R0 will be performed. What kind of operation I have to do here? Addition operation. What type of operation I have to do here? Arithmetic operation, addition operation. The memory location which will be having the some address. That particular address is having only the some data. This is to be fetched here. Okay. Then this is added. 23H is added to what the register R0. R0 is also having the some address, some value here. 22 here. This after performing of the addition operation including these two, the result is stored back to where the R0 itself, because R0 is for the destination registers. Whatever the addition operation ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ A ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮತ್ತು R0 ಜೊತೆ. After performing the addition operation, result is to stored back to where in the some other registers. No, here the register is destination register is what we have given R0. With that the contents of the R0 is what the overwritten here. For example, consider here, okay, before the execution of the location is what having the value is the 23h. Before the execution, location is having the what's the value as the 23h. R0 is also having the 22h. Some values are some data is given. For the operation, what the operation we are doing? Addition operation. It's 23 plus 22 so 45. Then after the execution, location A is not overwritten here. Location A is as it is 23h is there. 23h is the 23h is there. But R0 is overwritten because the R0 is what the destination registers. Earlier it was having what the value 23h. Now it is holding the what the value here result is holding what the 45h. Means what the earlier it was having the only data. Now after performing the operation between these two destination source, the result is stored back to where in the destination. The value of the destination register is overwritten here. Earlier it was having what the value 22h. 22h is overwritten as the help of the only the result. What was the result performing? That's the 45h. That's what we have the some operations here. Okay, one more time I will be explaining. For example, basic operation concept. What the if any instruction it should be going to be executed, that is stored where in the usually memory. Okay, that instruction has to be fetched toward the our processor through what the memory address and memory data register, as you already studied in the other concept. Okay, then that one by one instruction has to be fetched from the memory. One by one instruction from the memory to the processor is to be fetched directly. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು instruction ತಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ first, next instruction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ instruction ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ, instruction register ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ. That is okay. Steps for the instruction execution fast. Okay, the instruction which should be going to be executed first it has to be fetched from the memory to the processor through the instruction register. Instruction register is the one of the register which holds the only what the instruction which is going to be executed. Now ಯಾವ instruction execute ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ ಅದು ಮಾತ್ರ instruction register ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇರಲ್ಲ. Next, instruction register ಏನು ಬಂದಿರ್ತದೆ ಆ instruction that instruction is to what the decoded means not the it's converted to machine language. Okay, after that one it is the instruction. Okay, here the add instruction is over. Okay, now the next is what the location is two registers are there. One is what the R1 register, this is the R2 register. This is what the R1 register, this is the R2 register. This R1 register the R1 register some value is there that is to be fetched from the what the that is to be first register it has to be fetched. Some operand value is there that is to be fetched. First is fetch agutte. Next second is that the register R2 is to be fetched. Okay, access the second register operand R2 is the R1 togotade R2 togotade. Next perform the operation whatever the operation code is there. Addition operation is there, addition ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ subtraction is subtract ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ logical operation ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Next fifth perform the operation which is related to according to the operation code. Next step is store the result back. Store the result after performing the some operation we will get the result that is stored where in the destination register. For example, I am considering here only the one instruction that is the add instruction that is in the location A with the R0. But R0 is holding the some value directly. But location A he has given the memory location. He has not given the directly the register value. Register ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. But memory address ಕೊಟ್ಟಲ್ಲ. ಈ location A ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು memory ಬರುತ್ತೆ. memory ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈ memory ಬಂದು location A. ಈ particular address ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮದು ಡೇಟಾ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಮದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಡೇಟಾ ಇದೆ? Some data is there. This data is to be fetched. Here. This data is to be fetched. Next, R0 will be having the general purpose registers already available to what the processor direct available ಇದೆ. Can easy location ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? Some values ಅದ. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಾಗ R2 ದಾಗ some values ಅದ. ಇದು R1 ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇದು R2 ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಏನು ಬಂದದ 23x ಅಂತ ಬಂದದ. ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ 2 ಏನು ಇದು ಸಾರಿ R0 ಏನು ಬಂದದ R2 ಅಂತ 23x ಬಂದದ. ಇದು ಏನು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ addition operation. Okay, this complete instruction, what is the instruction is there? This can be divided into three parts. One is for the operational code, one is for the operation code, another one is the source, third one is the destination. Source and destination. After performing the operation between the source and destination, that result is stored back to where in the destination itself. For example, for consider the result location here, location before the execution location here, I have the 23h, R0 is 23h. After performing that one, result is overwritten here. Okay, one more example. If I consider there, I can also write this one as the. You write it faster. I'll be explaining one more example. Copy that one. These are the things. Whatever I am explaining here, these are the directly they will ask in the examination. There is no ಯಾವುದೋ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬಂದು ಇದು ದಾಖಲೆ ಸಂದೇಶ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನೀವು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? That's I will take multiplication logical operation. What's multiplication? In like only what divide it. Okay, shall I this part? We part together. Shall I this part? Okay, for example, one more example I am considering here. Okay, example add instruction is there. R1, R2, R3, R1, R2, R3. Here this is what the opcode. This is what the operation code. This is what the opcode. These two are the registers. Okay, these three are the registers. This is the source register. This is the source registers S2, and this is what the destination registers. The operation confirmation. Okay, the additional operation will be performed in between these two only. That's nothing but this is the R1 plus of R2. Result is stored back to where in the register R3. It means here the addition operation will be performed between these two registers R1 and R2. These are the source registers. Then the operation is performed after the addition operation. The result is stored back to where stored to in the destination register R3. This is the destination register R3. Before the execution, after the execution, you should write always. Okay, if you write in the any instruction, you should have to write the before the execution, after the execution. Contents of the R1 is for the 24h, R2 is for the 23h. What are the things here? R3 might be 12h. Okay, 12h. Then the perform operation R1 is as it is 24h. R2 will be what the same as it 23h. Then the R3 will be what is the 47h. Because the R3 register is the overwritten, because it is storing what the result here. Just to copy that one. If you attend one more class, definitely you can write the 20 marks from the fifth question. In the selection. One day class, no class. If one class is there, score something. We are class. We are all class totally. We are class totally. Example. All class totally one day class. All class totally one day. You know, every class totally. Unit is the word like over class. Not class. Not class. Shall I run this part? That word some values. That is the overwritten. Some values R1 R2 condition of the result is stored where the destination register before that particular
sir, last time modeling R2 23 expected 22 consider
there are different types of instructions there. There are 4 types of instructions are there. 1 address instruction, 0 address instruction, 1 address instruction, 2 address instruction, 3 address instructions are there. I will explain that one in the next module. We have the 4 types of instructions are there. One is what the 0 address push. What is that push? Push is the instruction. Where what is the instruction? Instruction that there is no operand for that one. There is no operand for that one. Only the push instruction is what the only the instruction. That is the 0 address instruction. Pop is the one instruction. That is also having the 0 address, 0 operand. Different types of instructions are there. Just to write the this is what the 3 address instruction. You can give any number. These are the general examples, not the real examples.